Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is just a mid-year kind of video. It's 11th of July when I'm recording this. It's just like a thank you video really. I normally do like an update on all my playlists I've done, but I just can't bother with that. But it's really just a big thank you. I mean, I've got 611 subscribers. I never thought I'd get this far. I mean, I'd like to get even further if that's possible. But yeah, it's very good to see that people do like my stuff. Now, I'm not I am a small channel because I don't have the millions of subscribers, the millions of views, and all that lot. There's not that many that do have those millions of views and stuff like that. But what do I know? But as a small channel, if my suggestion is basically just keep plodding away. If you like doing your stuff, go for it. If you're only in it for money, then don't bother. It's very hard to compete against anyone in YouTube unless you have a niche, something that no one's ever done before. But if you don't, good luck. It'll take you a while. I mean, you might just, like I say, create a channel and boom, you've got all the views and all the subscribers, but that doesn't always happen. But for me, I don't really mind. I'm just plodding away, and I've said this before, I can't make any money because of AdSense and whatnot from years ago. I've mentioned it many before in other videos, so I'm not going to go over it now. And I've also mentioned it in my interview I did with Halcyon. So it's just not it's not easy for me to just bang on about it again. I'm not gonna, because it's just boring and depressing. So I do this all for fun. I enjoy it. So I've said it before, if you see any adverts on any of my videos, they are either, if there's not a copyright but a content thing, so sometimes you might have a bit of music in there, and some, like BMG, I don't know who the EMI or whoever they are, might go, oh, that's our music, we need the royalties for that, so they'll stick an advert on and therefore they'll get the revenue. It happens with everybody. And it doesn't matter what channel you've got, you could have millions of subscribers and you might have one of those. So that's what I'm saying, it doesn't always go to that person. Or if there's just a video that just has an advert on for no reason, YouTube can put adverts on if they want to. They don't have to. They can put adverts on anything they wanted to, and you can't make anything unless you've hit this certain 1,000 subscribers that everyone's going for. But I just want people to enjoy my stuff, which people obviously are. So what have we been doing over the past couple of months? So obviously I'm releasing my stuff as I always do. It's been a bit hard for me at the moment for recording wise, personal stuff and all, you know, the family life that people tend to have unless you're a hermit or you live on your own. So obviously because of that, things for me to release, well, I'm recording, I'm always well in advance. If you ever watch my stuff, you think, well, hang on a minute, he's talking about so and so like Christmas, and it's what July, like the iron sights. Where's my iron sight? There, for example, the screenshot before of it when it's on the you know, the thumbnail might be when you actually look into it, it's a Christmas tree, and it's like, what the hell's a Christmas tree doing on here? It's because like I record well in advance for a lot of my stuff, my let's plays, films, games, they all are, majorly. I try to. These ones not so much, I'm just not that far ahead. But yeah, so for releasing and stuff like that, I have my orders. If you're new to my channel, basically I'll just go through the motions, and I'll explain something else along the way about how I do certain things. So on a Monday, I apologise if I sound a bit croaky, there's a cold floating around in July, like you do. So Mondays is game reviews. They could be small ones and they could be large ones. These are large ones time wise. Small ones about 5 minutes. The 5-minute ones, give or take, are the mini game reviews of my let's plays. So if I've done a let's play of Haunted Halls, which I am doing now, in a few months time you'll get the little game review of that, or a week or two afterwards, you know. And if it's a demo, it'll be one of these. Or if it's a game I've actually got that turns out to be absolutely crap, then I can't go any further, then it becomes a game review. You know what I mean? If I play half an hour and it's just like, this ain't going anywhere. just with game reviews, some people have asked me, and I'm going to try to explain it here. I do mention it whenever anybody asks me on a video, because I reply to all my comments, as you probably notice, no matter what. I don't have thousands of comments, which is fine. I said this before, most people don't really reply to every video you watch. I watch videos all the time from various people, usually the main subscribers that I like. But do I reply to anything? No. When I watch videos of games, do I reply to them? Not really. No. I just watch them, and then I go to the next one. Or if it's a playlist, just watch it. And maybe at the end I might say, oh, it's a great playlist. But most of the time, no. Most people don't. So I don't really care too much if you don't. I just like the fact you are liking the stuff. So with the game reviews, what I do, if they're these ones, is they're mostly all demos. And there's thousands and thousands of them in Steam, so I'm plodding my way through them slowly. It's taking me a while because I'm going backwards in time. So the first minute, maybe 2 minutes, is me going through the options, as is the game when you buy it. So if you were to buy the game, or not even get the game, and you're like, "Whoa, I wonder what this game's going to be like. What's the graphic? What's the resolution? Is it going to be okay for my monitor?" And then I show you the resolutions, and you're like, "Oh no, it's no good on my monitor. It's useless, or it's not going to have that pizzazz, or whatever it is, or oh look, the graphics are pretty crap, or all the graphics are really good, or whatever." And then I go through the actual gameplay. It might be about 10, 15. These are a bit shorter, these ones, but I have the later ones I'm expanding on a bit more. So I'm doing like about a 20-minute video of gameplay. Pardon me. And then I do my little review at the end of how I feel that the game is. I put timestamps on them all, so if we just open up this one here, for example. It's just there. There timestamps. So I put timestamps on them all, so that you can just skip to the end, skip to the options, skip to the game, gameplay or whatever. Do I play any types of games? Yes, I remember one comment, I can't remember who it was that said it. It said this guy plays everything. And mostly yes. Some games I'm kind of try not to do much of is RPGs. I find them, they're not all RPGs, but the ones where you have to do spells and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't get me. I don't like those type of things. But there are some other RPGs that I can do. RTSs are quite hard in a way. I'm not saying hard. It's just that you definitely need to learn a lot about it before you play. So some demos I pick up and it's just like, yeah, you need about 4 hours to figure out what's going on. It's like, nah, I'm not going to bother with that. Thank you very much. But some of them I've been able to get into quite easily. Choose Easiest Need for Speed. That's still going on, Most Wanted. You'll see a lot more different cars coming up. And I absolutely love this. I love this so much. It's a game that I'm just going to keep playing and playing for ages. Wednesday is film reviews. This is one that was a requested one. But I do film reviews on all sorts of things. I mean, what we got here? We've got Mongolian Death Worm. God help me. And this one here. This was the Colossus Man. I watched all sorts of films. I used to have certain specific things, but I have a bit more varied ways of watching them. And I've done a lot of film reviews. And the film reviews, again, some people may or may not like them. So it's not like if you look at this video here, you can see that the quality of the the special effects. What he's done here is he's used this kind of effect to create. I don't care about that kind of crap. I don't also care too much about going into the full depth of the history of a director or the history of why they've used that particular scene in this. That's, if you want to watch those, there's plenty of them. I also don't do them that long. They're about 10 or 15 minutes long. I would say probably about 12, maybe less. I've seen some of you've all seen them. You search for a film and you come up for a film. You think, oh, this is the film, and it's not. It's like an hour and a half of a review. It's like, what? Just watch the bloody film. What's the fucking point in watching an hour and a half of a film review that might be only an hour and about 10 minutes long in the film? But I suppose people like different things. But for them, I just kind of like do the intro at the beginning, which is like you know, directors and cast and stuff like that with images, and I put the trailer in it now and talk about funny bits or weird bits or whatever it is through the film. So it's kind of like from beginning to end sort of thing. Thursdays is usually Civs. Just so you know, the person who watches my stuff, I have literally just finished my last playlist, my recent playlist. So I'll be finished off the rendering and uploading. Good luck with that one. It's a different one in the way that I play. I'm not exactly going to explain it, but I kind of told you about it a little bit on one of the comments you said. Yeah, you'll be able to. I think you've got a few pointers you can tell me on that one. I can tell you that. Fridays is Iron Sight. Where's Iron Sight? There. So that's Iron Sight. Now that was recommended to me by somebody as a free-to-play game, fun to play. I didn't like it at first, but then I kind of grew to love it. Unfortunately, the servers are closing in about a month. I think the 8th of August. So I'm kind of doing what I can do. I'm not blitzing it every single day. I've got other stuff to do. I've got a life and I've got the recordings. So it is what it is. There will be quite a few footages. I think I've got enough videos to last me a few more Fridays. Quite a few actually. So you're going to see quite a lot of these. When they completely empty, I'm thinking I don't want to do. There's hardly anything that is like Iron Sight for close quarter kind of game that's free. They're mostly all these kind of cartoony crap things, or you know, not Overwatch. There's Overwatch ones, but no, the Battle Royale ones, and I don't like those. So I've had a look. I haven't found anything that kind of draws me in. But I know I like one thing. And that's Battlefield. So I'm not going to be reviving all of my old playlists, these ones that just go on and on and on for like decades, because some of these are long games. What I'm going to do is I'll have a little playlist called Team Deathmatch or Gunmaster, and just do those. Gunmaster's a Gunmaster. If you don't know Gunmaster on anything, basically all it is you start with weapon. I think on Iron Sights you switch after 1 kill or something, but with Battlefield you have 2 kills. You usually start with a pistol, maybe 2 pistols, and then you move to like LMGs or sniper rifles in a certain kind of weird loadout that they have, and then you end up with a couple of weird things at the end, like maybe an RPG or something, and then you end up with a knife. Now on Battlefield 3 it's not easy, but you have to win in the top 5 to get the winner ribbon. In Battlefield 4 you have to be the winner, which is a bit of a turd really, I think, in my mind. So I kind of can do those, and if it's Team Deathmatch, I apologise also if you can hear any scratching. The dog's having a scratching session behind me. Oh, it's over here to give me grief now. No, it's going away. It's going onto the sofa. If it's Team Deathmatch, I'm going to try to pick, not like this where I copied the entire loadout, as you can just barely see there. I'm just going to pick a main weapon and just kit it out. Or, you know, a different way, a fun way, a weird way. I might even just do something like an RPG round. I mean, I enjoyed those ones. Back up here. So what we got then? Saturday is... What's Saturday? Saturday's kind of open. I was doing reviews and stuff like that on a Saturday extra thing, but time-wise I ain't got the time to catch up, so that's not happening. So Saturdays are kind of open. With Let's Plays, so we have what we got, where we gone, where we are, there. So I think this is Saturday at the moment, and Sunday is your Ghost Recon, there, with my mate. But again, that's only when he's available. If he's not available, I can't record, and if I can't record, I don't have any videos, so there might be like a week or two where it kind of jumps, but that's just, you know, that's life. It's when he's available. I'm always available, but whenever he's available, we can record. And then I have the other playlist on a Sunday, which currently is Haunted Halls. It's a hidden object game. So there you go. So that's what I do. And that's my different things. Like I say, I play all sorts. There's my sci-fi shooters. It's not all just Ghost Recon and there's Iron Sight, but I do have other things as well, like Sniper Elite there, You know, but they're shooting games basically. It's what it is. Civs is civs. Adventure and puzzles are all sorts. I'm just trying to think if I got coming up release wise. Okay, so I know that I've got in here, I've got a game coming out, not for a while, but there will be one, which is one I tried twice and I couldn't do it. I had to do a game review. I'm not going to say which one it is, but I've done a full let's play finally. It's like, I can't believe I actually did it. Horror, there's a couple of horrors coming up. Yeah, I think so. That's good because there's not been many horrors. Hidden objects, there's loads of hidden objects coming up. I love hidden objects. Vehicles, well, again, I'm trying to do what I can do, and these are my populars down here, obviously. What was I going to say? I was going to say something, I can't remember. So I've got other ideas in the pipeline of things I want to do. It's a case of, you know, how long is it going to take? Is it easy? I don't mean games and let's plays. I'm talking about like specific things, like reviews, specific types of reviews. It's hard to explain without actually creating one. But I have an idea of what I want to do, and it might be interesting to bring other people in. There's this thing called posts, which is, I think everyone can post these. I don't know. I was reading about it. Apparently people can. I don't know. I don't use this much. Nobody really replies to me, so I don't really post up. So the way obviously I've just gone off a tangent. The way that I would say is, if you want to send me anything, ask me anything. So there's my two. I don't know what they are. Yeah, I haven't clicked on them. But I would just reply to any video. If it's about a specific video, like the green slime or Yet It Moves, then reply to that one. If it's just a generic, oh, can you play this game? If I've got it. You know, if I haven't, I haven't. But if I've got it, or it's a demo, because that's the other thing. If you see any game demos in Steam, I can play those because they're demos. If you just say, you think, oh, I've just been playing this, or I've just seen this game, I wonder if you could do that. Oh, what shall I reply to? Just reply to anything. Reply to any of these videos. Don't really matter what it is, and just say, without calling me names and stuff, which I'll just, you know. But 99% of the times I will reply. Even the trollers I reply to. So there we go. So I'm just scrolling through my stuff. There's Lorelei. It's been a while since it's in horrors. That was definitely an experience. Although the one I've got releasing, yeah, that was, yeah, they both are not great for horrors. But it is what it is, isn't it? You don't get all the best games out there. Well, I don't seem to find them all. I seem to find all these weird and wonderful ones that no one's even heard of. Which I think is why a lot of people like my stuff. I think. Don't know. Haven't got a clue. Let me know. Anyway, there you go. I'm going to go now. Like I say, I got the day off, so I'm going to go and... did I say that? I don't know if I did, but I am doing now. So I'm going to go off and do some recording. Do some more Need for Speed, I think. Okay, well... like I say, hopefully you enjoyed watching all my stuff, which I think some people are. If you haven't subscribed to it, there's a analytics that I'm not going to show you, but basically it shows you how many people have watched your stuff and how many are unsubscribed, as it were. This is when you hear, if you go to a channel and you watch the video and they go, and before we start the video, 80% of you don't watch my channel. It'd be really good if you could subscribe to my channel and help boost my... So that's fine. But again, I get that, but let's just think about it in the grand text scheme of YouTube. I'm clicking on watching a video down here on this screen here, or in my other thing up here, and you watch it and it's to do with, I don't know, model airplanes or something completely weird that I've never looked at before in my life, or a building of a bridge or something like that, or a cookery show, or whatever the hell it was, right? I'm not going to subscribe, because I'll be like, oh, that's alright, yeah. I'm not going to subscribe to it. If I subscribe to everything I watched, I'd have 1 million subscriptions down here. But I don't, and no one ever does. So I know that people say, you really need to subscribe. I know they're never going to do that. So in my mind, I would just say, if you want to subscribe, do. If you don't, don't. As long as you enjoy watching my stuff, that's all that matters. That's all what matters for me. I mean, it'd be nice if those 80% all subscribed, but I don't think that's going to happen. Dog's scratching away. It sounds dodgy from here. Oi! Still doing it. He's scratching his chin. Okay, so yeah, so that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to leave that there, and I'll post this up hopefully in the next couple of days. And you'll know because the timestamp down there. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.